Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Princess Leah, and this is your daily divine messages from Spirit for our weekend wisdom. Trying to get this Palo Santo nice and going for us. Help cleanse and clear this energy. Set us up right for today's message. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I tap into the frequencies of gracious, omnipresent, divine love with my intention and mission here to do my part to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. Studying this journey, this road. And if you are a family, a friend that is currently a part of my Itty Bitty Vibe tribe, thank you so much for being with me on this road to conscious love. Your support is always appreciated. And if you are not a part yet, then do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I go live if you'd like. So today is our weekend wisdom. I didn't get to it yesterday, and so we're going to see what has in store for this weekend of August 22nd. But I think I'm supposed to get our message in today because today is officially Virgo season. So as I move this little butterfly here, I'm also going to go ahead and move our crystal onto our beautiful Virgo energy, Virgo wheel. So happy birthday to my Virgo babies. Happy birthday, Earth Mama is what I call the Virgos. Earth Mamas, you are grounded. You are clear in your path of this physical. And that requires a lot of attention to detail. And gotta be careful though, Virgos, because sometimes too much attention to detail can also get you in the perfectionism energy, which can stunt or limit your purpose of joy and being here and being present. So as we are going to tap into this energy tonight or today or whenever this message is finding you, energy is timeless. Make sure you're hitting that like button if any of this does resonate. And what we do first here is tap into our heart chakra using the heart chakra sound bowl so we can feel what energies are coming through from our hearts, from the heart of the divine. And if anything comes through for you, that is your message. So you can place your hand on your heart, you can close your eyes, take a deep breath if you'd like to join me. It took a little while for the vibrations to gather and strengthen, and still it's not a loud hum, though we do have the meditation in the background, meditation music. But what I felt with that was Virgo season or Virgo babies, or this weekend you might be feeling like the beginning of something, whether it's this season, the autumn equinox, the new season of autumn, is starting quietly or slowly. Maybe you feel that things are moving quietly or slowly, and that could bring some questions or maybe even a little discomfort. Ooh. So my hand slipped a little bit there. As my eye was itching, I went to scratch it. The only reason why I share that detail with you is because I feel like that is a message. Because again, it feels like if things feel like they're moving slowly, and as you start to pick up the pace, then there comes a distraction or an itch, and that then disrupts the flow. So maybe that's what you might be feeling is causing this slowness to gather, this quietness or this pause, or the flow stopping and starting and slowly beginning but then abruptly stopping, and that can change the momentum, that can cause the momentum to have a, what I heard is false start, but have a hard time gathering its momentum. These two cards with the Moonology wanted to come out first as I was getting our piles, our decks ready of the oracles and tarot. And I almost didn't flip them over, and then I did. And the two cards that came out is expect powerful change. A new romantic cycle begins. So with that new moon eclipse that we just had in Leo a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even last week, my dates are blended right now, and the new moon in Libra, there has been a new romantic cycle that has begun. Expect powerful change. There's been powerful change that has started since the new moon eclipse in Leo. And then through that into the new moon in Libra, which will be in October. So in these next couple of months, expect a powerful change in a new romantic cycle that is beginning. That can be with a new lover. That could be in your current relationship, but a new cycle of romance is changing your dynamic. A powerful romantic change is what I'm hearing over these next couple of months. And I'm hearing, this is interesting too, because this card here at the bottom of the deck of the Four Agreements is a card that is such a real message that we sometimes have a hard time understanding or trusting or even listening to. But it says real love is accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. If we try to change them, this means that we don't really like them. It's easier to find someone who's already the way you want him or her to be instead of trying to change that person. I think that that is such a deep and sometimes a hard, tough pill to swallow and truth. Relinquish the need to change others, because it can feel like you don't care about someone, and it can feel like you don't care. I don't know which way to put it. Relinquish the need to change, because you may look different on the outside. You may have different curls or different colors, but don't make the assumption that someone has to change in order for you to be happy or in order for you to love them. That is very conditional. And I'm hearing that so deeply because we have gotten so accustomed to conditional love and transactional love. And that's why this journey that I'm on of conscious love is awakening these conditions that we've been taught to believe, these agreements that we've been taught to believe and agree with, that people have to be a certain way or do certain things in order for us to love them. Or we have to be a certain way and do certain things in order to be lovable. And that is a very conditional and transactional way of love. But then there's the other argument, on the other hand, that I hear the collective saying, so what about boundaries when it comes to unconditional love? So we're just going to be okay with people treating us, toxically. We're just going to be okay with people doing bad things. And we're just going to let them do and do whatever they want to do and call that love. Well, I'm trying to tap into the energy also of Abraham Hicks, which is also the energy of Source. They're just different words, different names you want to call it. Gracious, omnipresent, divine, God, Jah, Allah, Spirit, divine, however you want to call it. And so I hear that the answer is yes. Basically, yes. Pretty much, yes. It is our only responsibility to manage our own internal compass of happiness, not anyone else's. So needing someone else to change in order for us to be happy, or in order for us to feel good, or needing to change ourselves to make someone else happy or feel good, is also a form of conditional love, right? And so the unconditional part, it's not about letting people treat you and walk all over you and hurt you. It's about manifesting the energy within yourself of the alignment with love, with Source. Not letting other people dictate or have the control or power over how you feel. If someone is behaving or doing things that doesn't feel good to you, needing them to change is not the answer. The only thing you can control is how you feel. The only thing you can control is how you perceive it. So there's a paradigm shift that needs to be had in this conversation. I'm also hearing the argument to challenge this agreement card here around the difference between changing someone and holding them to their highest potential. So what I'm hearing with coming through is the difference between that. When you are holding someone to their highest potential, when you're holding them to being their true authentic being, is different than changing them because you are seeing who they are at the core, the love that they are, the magnificent, perfect being that they are created as, the source within them. However, once again, you cannot control how people are. You cannot control anyone else and what they do and what they want. So the only time you feel like you are being changed by someone or changing someone, if they feel that you are changing them, is if they do not want to move in that direction. If they are not ready or willing to step into that potential that you see source within them as. If they don't want to change, look at this, expect powerful change, but don't try to change someone who does not want to be changed. If they do want to, because they recognize, or if you do want to change because you have this paradigm shift that you realize that who you have been or how you have been showing up in this world or in your relationships is not in alignment with who you know yourself to be, with who Source Divine has created you to be. If you know that there's so much more potential in yourself that can be expressed, if you know that the lifestyle you're living is not in alignment with your greatest and highest and healthiest good, if you know that your habits and your patterns and your loops and your belief systems and your limiting doubts and fears and angers and resentments and habits are holding you back from living your truest, highest timeline, then it's not change that you are needing. It is a paradigm shift. It is a shift into alignment so you can manifest the life that is your purpose, which is joy. It is not change at that point because it is who you truly are. The only way, this part, real love is accepting other people the way they are. Who you truly are, who they truly are is love. Who we truly are is love. So if you are trying to change someone into anything but love, then yes, you don't really like them as they are. If you feel that someone's trying to change you out of anything but love, then yes, they don't like you as you are. And you can still love someone for who they are, as they are, where they are, simultaneously recognizing that they are always evolving and ever expanding into their full beingness, essence. Because we're all always unfolding and expanding. That's why real love is not about changing, it's about accepting. That's why real love is about accepting us them for who we are, for who they are at the core, for accepting them where they are right now, because you truly love their essence, you truly love the ever expansion of their being. You truly see that we are constantly evolving and understanding more of who we are and tapping into more of who we are and aligning more with Source, because that is who we are, an extension of Source. And that is what I'm hearing right now, my love. I'm hearing Spirit say that, my love, is the epitome, is conscious love. Accepting where we are, who we are, as we are, because there is a unwavering faith and trust and belief and knowing that who we are and where we are is exactly who we are and where we are supposed to be right now, because we are constantly expanding and unfolding into more. If we choose to expand with all that we are. But if someone does not want to expand into more of who they are, that's what you cannot change. And if they're not willing to do that, if they don't want to, if they're not ready, and they want to stay where they're at, and you want them to evolve and change, but they're not moving or doing it or wanting to or ready to, that's when you have to just stay in your alignment with love and Source and let them be where they're at. And this is what this means. If you don't like who they are, it's easier to find someone who already is the way you want him or her to be. That means that you are on if you're on a different vibrational frequency. If you're up here and they're down here, or if you're down here and they're up there, then yes, it is much easier to find someone who is holding that same frequency as you, who's holding that lower vibrational frequency of anger and rage and despair and depression and fear and doubt. It's much easier to find someone who is holding the same frequency of love and trust and joy and optimism and excitement and eagerness and enthusiasm and inspiration. Because those two frequencies they're not on the same level. They're not on the same soul wavelength. They're, right? Yes. So yes, it is much easier to find someone who's on the same frequency as you than it is to try and force someone to be at your frequency if they're not ready or willing to be. So that's what that means. But what I love is this expecting powerful change, paradigm shifts, manifesting new romantic cycles of conscious love is what I'm hearing. Look, the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. Of a new empowered empire. Of a new divine masculine energy is what I'm hearing. A new romantic cycle begins. Powerful change is being manifested with this paradigm shift, attuning to your divine masculine energy that we all carry within us. but bringing, I'm hearing changing, expect powerful change of manifesting the divine masculine within you. Look, King of Swords, another masculine energy here of making this decision, final decision, choosing. The King of Swords makes the final decision and does not. That's exactly what the Emperor is. They hold the final say in what is determined to be manifested in their empire, within your own empire and your own self. You get to have the final say. You do not need to consult with everyone else or anyone else but your inner being, with gracious, omnipresent, divine, with source, with your guides is what I'm hearing as well, with your soul council, your galactic council, for those who have one. Because look, the sun, Leo energy, just left Leo energy, because the sun, your truth, that is your truth. Queen of Wands, confidence. That's where the confidence is, in your truth. Bliss, the sun is about bliss and light, joy. You are choosing to manifest joy, bliss, romance, because that's what's been planted. That's what you've been nurturing. That's what you're choosing to nurture without anyone else who needs to tell you otherwise. Without anyone else, you have the confidence, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, okay? That is the confidence in yourself to make the final decision on your life and your empire. You are the leader. You are the father. You are the divine masculine. And if you masculine energy is not gender, specific. We all carry it within us. Masculine energy is the manifester, is the bringer into fruitioner. But you need the Queen of Wands, feminine energy as well, Libra, moon energy as well, to manifest from something. The first conception manifested into physical starts with a thought, starts with a desire. That is the feminine energy. Air, you cannot see it, but you can feel it. Air energy, Libra. Number 13, number 36. These might be significant numbers for you, soul path numbers, ages that were significant for you, that have powerfully changed your life, perhaps even in romance. Perhaps in that window of age. So much change, powerful change has been shifting. What you have learned about romance and love has been shifting, is shifting powerfully. The bottom of the deck. Nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, moon. I think this one is so interesting, and sometimes it feels like a heaviness of like, what? What do you mean nothing's gonna come of this situation? Nothing's gonna come of this situation of, I'm hearing force, control, and the unwillingness to accept others as they are. Nothing can come of a situation that you are unwilling to accept as is. Nothing can manifest if you do not shift your paradigm into expecting powerful change in love as you accept all as they are, as you are. Enjoy heaven on earth. Be impeccable with your word, the first agreement. What you speak is what manifests. What you speak is how you build your empire on earth, your heaven on earth. The words that you choose is what brings you bliss and joy, because the words help shift the feeling. But sometimes words are just words. The feeling also is that's that feminine energy, is what we feel first sometimes before we can articulate with words. Not sometimes, all the time. I just got corrected. There's so much in this message here that I feel like I could keep repeating and keep saying in so many different ways. But I think you get the point. You get the gist. You get the message here. If it's resonating with you, it's for you. You'll understand. But I want you to marinate in this. This is I'm hearing Spirit say this for us, for me as well, to really sit in this, to really, really feel what this means. Expect powerful change, but relinquish the need to change others. I think that it almost feels like an oxymoron, right? It feels like, what? Expect change, but don't try to change what? But there is deep wisdom in that. The paradigm shift, how you are thinking, how you are accepting. Expect powerful change in a new romantic cycle. Expect powerful change for a new romantic cycle to begin, because you are relinquishing, as you relinquish the need to change others. That's the joy, the sun. That's the heaven on earth. That's the empire that you're building. That's the choice, the decision, the final decision you're making. That's the paradigm shift. That's the manifestation, the manifest, yeah. That's really beautiful too. So, I'm seeing this fly approaching on the yoga mat. Side note, I'm digressing, but I saw the fly land and go like this. And I'm seeing someone being like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready. So if that's you, good. Get ready to be ready to be ready for this powerful change. Hit that like button if this is something that you are ready for. So hit that like button if you are ready. And I don't typically say all the time, comment in the chat or in the comments, say I'm ready. But if you want to, you can say it. I'm ready to declare it. I receive and acclaim and proclaim and reclaim. I love you. Spirit says this message is complete. There's nothing else you need to say. Thank you for being here. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely hit that notification bell, join our Vibe Tribe, and okay. Until next time, my beautiful beloveds, I'll see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.